Hi everyone, my name's Carla. Thanks so much for being here. In today's practice, we are drawing our attention inwards and looking at the practice of Dharana, which is a sixth limb of yoga, meaning concentration. And with our practice of Dharana, we are really starting to draw our attention to the center of our being with a lot of twists and rotations in today's session. We'll also be including the mantra Sat Chit Ananda, and this is truth, consciousness, and bliss. This is another tool that we can use, as well as the breath in today's practice, to really start to draw our concentration inwards and to really start to soften the edges, soften any distractions, and release them. So with that said, let's all start in a seated position. You can sit on a block or maybe down on your sit bones, and softening down through the eyes, lengthening the torso nice and long. Let's take a deep, steady, long breath in and a cleansing breath out. Beautiful. Let's release the arms, reach high to the sky, maybe look up, and let's take a twist. We'll twist towards your left, my right. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale to twist, gazing over the back shoulder. One more steady breath in, and exhale, gently keep twisting a little bit further, a little bit deeper. Beautiful. Inhale, unravel, let's reach high, and exhale, we'll take it to the opposite side. Inhale, feel the length through your spine, and exhale to keep twisting. One more steady long breath in, and a full breath out. Beautiful. Coming back to center, let's reach up high, deep breath in, and exhale, hands through heart center. We'll meet together in an all fours position. Wrists under our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. Just a couple rounds of cat-cow here. Let's drop the belly, tailbone lifts, deep breath in. And exhale to round and curl. Once more like that, deep breath in. Maybe the eyes soften, drawing your attention inwards, and exhale to round. Noticing the breath today, the quality of your breath. Let's place our left palm underneath our face, right fingertips high, and exhale, let's thread right arm through, just hover here. Inhale, let's lift back, maybe look up, and exhale to thread it through. Beautiful, one more like this. Inhale, and exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, let's swap palms, right palm under our face. Let's reach our left fingertips up high, draw left hip back. And exhale, thread left arm under right, hover left temple up off your mat. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Once more, deep breath in. And exhale to thread it through. Inhale, reach up high, and exhale, let's land both palms down. Let's shift forward of our wrists, lower all the way down towards our bellies. We'll tent our fingertips on either side of our mats. Think juicy cupcakes here or huntsmen. Elbows up towards the sky. And let's take 3 rolling cobras. Deep breath in, heart starts to open and lift, and exhale, release. 2 more like this. Deep breath in and exhale. Once more, deep, steady breath. Full breath out. Shalabhasana. Let's reach all 10 fingertips towards the back of our mat. Inhale, heart lifts. Stay as you exhale. Once more, steady breath in. Maybe all 10 toes start to lift. Let's reach our arm bones towards the front of our mat. Triceps in line with our ears, palms facing one another. Let's take a deep breath in, extend, grow a little longer. And exhale, plant your palms beside the rib cage, press up to a plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a little pedal of our feet, left and right. And we'll walk forward, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, grow long. And exhale to fold. Let's bend our knees, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Maybe look to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Bringing our concentration inwards to the center of our being. Let's take a deep breath in. And a cleansing breath out. If the mind is wandering, let's come back to our mantra, Sat Chit Ananda. Truth, consciousness, bliss. One more deep breath in. And a cleansing breath out. Beautiful. Release the palms. Let's rise up. Look up. And exhale, swan dive down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Step our left toes back. We'll sink our left knee down and rise up. Anjaneyasana. Inhale. And exhale, sink forward and deep. Inhale, let's lift our hips. And right arm under the left for our eagle arms. Inhale, heart lifts. And exhale, humble warrior. Right shoulder towards the inside of our right knee. Inhale, let's lift. Exhale, unravel our arms and let's glide it back, half Hanuman. One breath in, one breath out. Let's take a twist, left palm down, right fingertips up high. Inhale. And exhale, right fingertips reach to the back of the mat and down. Step forward, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, grow long. And exhale to fold. Right toe stepping back. Right knee lands down. Anjaneyasana, inhale. And exhale, sink deep. Hips left, breathe in. And this time left arm under the right for our eagle arms. Shoulders in line with our elbows. Inhale, let's lift. And exhale to lower. Humble warrior here. Let's take a deep breath in, rise up. Unravel through the arms and let's glide it back. Half Hanuman. Flex your toes, turn them on. Deep breath in. And a steady breath out. Let's take our twist, right palm down, left fingertips high, draw that left hip back in line with the right. And exhale, let's shift forward, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Let's plant the palms down, step back, high plank. Deep breath in. Shift forward, lower chaturanga. Cobra or maybe an upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's send our right heel high, three-legged dog. We'll step it all the way forward, runner's lunge. Let's pivot our left heel down and we'll rise up together. Warrior one, breathe in. Exhale, sink deep into our front knee. Let's pull our right hip back, left hip forward, inhale. Exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Beautiful. Eagle arms, right arm under the left. Shoulders in line, elbows in line with our shoulders. And inhale, heart lifts, breathe in. And exhale, humble warrior, right shoulder inside the right knee. Drawing the right hip back. Let's take a breath in. And a full breath out. Let's release our fingertips down to the front of our mat. Step our left foot about 1 foot in on a 45-degree angle. Inhale, heart lifts, length through the spine. And exhale to soften. Once more like that. Inhale, find length. And exhale, soften. This time, let's find length through our spine. Bend through the front knee, Shiva squat, left knee to the back of our right calf. Can you draw that left heel in towards your butt? Hands to heart center. Let's take a breath in and focus as you breathe out. One more inhale. Let's take a twist. Left elbow outside the right knee. Bit of wobbles here. Take a breath in. Exhale, step it back. Revolved lunge. Maybe our eye gaze turns to the sky. Let's open up our wings, right fingertips high. And we'll take this into revolved side angle. Right fingertips reach towards the front of our mat. Keep drawing the right hip back. Strong through the back leg. Breathe in. And exhale, let's open up. Warrior two. Land here. Let's flip our front palm, reverse our warrior. Exhale, cartwheel our hands down, frame the front foot. Step back, high to low plank. Curl your heart open. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left heel, let's reach it high. And step it all the way through, runner's lunge. Right heel pivots down, warrior one, reach up. And exhale to find your depth here, navel to spine. Left arm this time under right, eagle arms. Elbows in line with our shoulders. Take a breath in, we'll open our heart. And exhale, humble left shoulder inside the left knee. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. Let's release our fingertips. Pyramid, right foot steps forward. Inhale, let's gently lift our heart. And exhale to soften. Once more, inhale. And a full breath out. Bend through our front knee, Shiva squat, right knee back of the left calf. And hands to prayer. Focus your gaze here, deep breath in. And exhale, let's take our twist. Right elbow outside the left knee. Maybe your gaze looks to the sky, deep, steady breath. And exhale, let's step it back. Revolved lunge, twist from your core here. Maybe the eye gaze turns to the sky, maybe your wings open. If you want to take it further, left fingertips reach to the front of the mat for our revolved side angle. Left hip, pull it back. Steady breath. Steady breath out. Let's open up, warrior two. Flip our front palm, reverse our warrior, inhale. And exhale, cartwheel both palms down. Step back, high to low plank. Curl your heart open. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right here, let's send it high. And let's step it through. Warrior one. Exhale, sink deep. This time, let's open up warrior two. Flip the front palm, peaceful warrior. Right leg extends, maybe toes flex to your face. Reach back, breathe in. Trikonasana, reach forward and down. Left fingertips up high. Beautiful, stay here. Or left fingertips catch the outside of the right ankle. Right hand threads through outside of the left thigh. Revolved Trikonasana, gazing up and under the left arm. Pull your hips back. Breathe in here. Exhale, high to low plank. Cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. One more side. Inhale, left heel high. And step it through, runner's lunge. Warrior one, reach up. Exhale, melt here. Warrior two, let's open. Flip our front palm. Peaceful warrior, reach up and back. Front toes flex. Trikonasana, reach forward and down. And right fingertips high. Stay here. Or revolved Trikonasana, right hand on the outside left ankle. And left arm threads through to the outer right thigh. Gaze up and under your arm. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Plant both palms down. High to low plank. Curl your heart open. Breathe in. And exhale, child's pose. Reach forward. Take a deep breath here. And a steady breath out. One more steady breath in. And a full exhale. Beautiful. Let's gently lift up. We'll cross the shins. And we'll meet on our backs. Coming all the way down. Hugging both knees in. And when you're ready, releasing into your Shavasana, extending both legs nice and long. Maybe coming back to our mantra, Sat Chit Ananda. You might like to repeat this to yourself in your mind. You're welcome to stay here for about another 5 minutes. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice, and I'll see you next time.